I'm David Stark, President and CEO here at UnityPoint Health Des Moines, and I'm a colon cancer survivor for the past 12 years. I was 38 years old when I had my bout with cancer, and I had this addiction to eating ice for a number of months. I chalked it up to stress. I chalked it up to an overwhelming feeling as my wife was going through cancer at the time, and realized that my hemoglobin was very low. And one of our physician friends happened to see me in a meeting just chewing on ice all the time. And it's called pica, where you have that addiction there to make up for the hemoglobin loss, and encouraged me to go in and get seen, which I did. And sure enough, my hemoglobin was under 7 and was scheduled for the colonoscopy right away. And when I woke up from my colonoscopy, there's the colorectal surgeon at the foot of my bed. And I said, "What the heck are you doing here?" Unfortunately, I knew I had colon cancer. So the first thing that went through my mind was, how are we going to tell the kids for the second time in 6 months that one of their parents has cancer? I didn't have answers. I didn't have a thought of what was going to happen. I worried. I went on the internet like everybody else does when you get a diagnosis like that to say, what are my chances? Am I going to be around to see their high school graduation, much less when they get married and have kids of their own? All those things come as an immediate reality when you hear those words, you have cancer. If I wouldn't have gone in and gotten that colonoscopy at that time and had that close family friend point out the need for me to get seen, things could have been a lot worse. By not catching it then, there's no doubt within the next 6 to 12 months, I probably wouldn't have been here. And I don't think that's too sensational of a statement, because as it was, I was at stage 3 from my colon cancer diagnosis with that detection. And if I would have let it go for that additional period of time, it would not have had as good an outcome, without a doubt. So trying to convince people to get a colonoscopy is not an easy task. It's something you typically don't want to do. Nobody wants to spend the time, the money, the effort, the inconvenience, the anxiety that comes with that. But I will tell you, it's one of the most important and responsible things you can do, not just for yourself, but think about those around you, your friends, your family. And the ability for screening exams like a colonoscopy to catch cancers early, even in a polyp stage, are highly effective. It's one of the single biggest tools we have to combat cancer. So colonoscopies are scary, they cost money, it's inconvenient, you got to drink the stuff before you have it. All those are excuses, but none of those are good enough excuses not to do it, because those pale in comparison to what a cancer diagnosis could do to you or your family. Get screened today. It's one of the simplest things you can do to really help yourself out and your family.